Okay, a beautiful morning. You're welcome to Women's Corner. My name is Rose Blossom Moye. And of course, it's always exciting to be on Women's Corner because it's all about women supporting women. I'm super excited as always. Well, you can join the show. You can be part of us. As usual, like I say, always go to our social media pages, all pages, and indicate that you want to be part of the show. You want to share your story or you have something important you want women to be educated on. Well, they can actually go to our YouTube or our Facebook page at Galaxy TV News for YouTube and Facebook, Galaxy Television to watch this program live. And of course, you can download the app from Google Play Store or Apple Play Store to watch this program also live, or download the app from Google Play Store, Apple Play Store. And of course, our Digistars channel at UHF 27. Yes, you're welcome aboard again. I'm super excited. It's Wednesday and it's the 19th. Is it 19th? Is it 18th? 18th. Hey God, how can I not know the date?
18th is 18th.
Too much work. Anyways, you're welcome again. You heard that voice already. That's Patricia, my co-host. How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Blossom. It's so amazing to be seated here this morning in Women's Corner, where we listen to women's success stories.
Yes.
I mean, it gives me so much joy to hear women starting from scratch and taking it up right. It's good to be here this morning.
It's amazing. And today we'll be having an amazing guest that'll be joining us via Zoom to talk about a success story. I love it when women are into business and owning it, whatever sector actually. Yesterday we had a banker. The previous day we had an aviator. Now we're having somebody who's going to beautify us and teach us how to be looking beautiful every time. Anyways, before I introduce our guest, because she joined us via Zoom, we're going to go for a break here. And after the break, we'll take a tip. Now, this tip is on quality products. You know, a lot of us get products for our beauty skin, our face, our neck, our elbows, the dark elbows, the knee, the other regions, right? So, it's very important to know that quality product is good because so you don't have an after effect that will cost you more than, getting something which is not, of more quality. So we'll quickly go for tips on beauty products, quality beauty products. And we'll be right back, of course, to introduce a guest and start talking. We need to hear success stories. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Right. Welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. Yes, that's the tip to make you beautiful, but by using the most quality product ever. Anyways, we have a Zoom guest. Hopefully she's joined us. Her name is Godwin Chika Prisca. She's the CEO of Clear Along Sport and an entrepreneur. Of course, I can say she's an estate manager. She's a whole lot of things in one person. If we have Godwin, can we bring it up? If we have Chika, let's bring it up on the screen. Do we have Chika joined yet? Okay, while we're waiting for Chika to join us, she's quite busy today, but she just had to make it via Zoom to join us in the studio. So we'll go for another tip. Of course, we're talking about beauty today. So what you'll be hearing is beauty, beauty, beauty. Apologies to the men, but no apologies. It's Women's Corner. So yes, well, you can actually chip in and actually get good products for yourself. And just like the next tip we'll be taking is tips on beauty standards, which is very important. I don't know what standard you have for beauty, but for me, for us, this is what we believe is a beauty standard. So let's quickly go. Okay, we have her. All right. She's still getting prep up. So let's take that tip just for her to get settled, seated, so we can have her in the studio. So let's quickly go for tips on beauty. Here it comes. We'll be right back. Right, welcome back. We're supposed to get a breaker right after that tip. I don't have to remind you again. Anyways, welcome back to the show. It's good to be here. Let's have our guest join us via Zoom so we can start the program proper. Can we have Chika? Hi, good morning, Chika.
Good morning.
Can we hear you? Hello, how are you doing this morning, Chika?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for joining. And sorry on the short notice, but still you were able to make it. Thank you so much for joining. Anyway, I hope you're not looking sleepy though. Or feeling sleepy rather.
No, I'm not feeling sleepy. I think this is like a resting phase.
Oh, okay, okay. So yes, now I want to know your success story first. How you, and from what we have, your profile, you own a spa, and at the same time, you're into beauty products. You have your own products, and at the same time, you're into real estate. That is a whole lot, and you're owning it, I guess, right? Great. So so tell
Yes.
us how, yeah, so what was the drive? Because I know people don't just say I want to go into beauty products or I want to own a spa. It would take a whole lot. Not many people like to touch, men or ladies. You understand? They prefer not to even be touched, talk more of touching other persons or even trying to take care of their skin. So what drove you? What was the passion all about for you?
Okay. Well, it started with just me wanting more for myself. It always starts with when you want more for yourself than just what you have. And also, I really enjoy taking care of myself, my skin, how I appear, how I look. Because I mean, your physical appearance says a lot about you. So I started with that. Then I started taking courses. I took courses on skincare formulations. Then I also made my first product. So I made products while I was still in school and I was selling. Then I think after school, I decided to venture into, you know, a salon before we eventually expanded into a spa. So it's literally just a a lifelong thing to have to own, and it's been good. Then the real estate thing, I think it just happened. It just happened that people would always look at me and be like, "Oh, do you have properties here? Do you have this there?" And I would be like, "Okay, we have something." And I just connected with the right people, and even the right people reach out to me just like that. I don't have to do too much. I just get reached out to and I tell them, okay, I'm going to connect you to the right things and the right places. I have options to show them, and if they're eventually interested, it sells. And that's just it.
Estate you're in, is this something that you just wanted an extra income while you have your spa and your beauty product, or it was something that you've always wanted to do?
The real estate thing, like I said, it happened. You when you're in a space where something is requested and often wanted by a lot of people, you just have to take it up as an opportunity to feed the market. So I looked into it. I had people around me who were already doing it, shortlet agencies, real estate housing, people who wanted to travel out of the country and have someone manage their properties. And that's just what I do. I just eventually take over, manage it, get a buyer, or eventually just find someone who wants it up for rent or use it as a short-let apartment. So I think it just came as something that it came as an opportunity and I grabbed it. I wouldn't say it's something I wanted to go after.
Co-host to ask you a question. Now you've said how you got into the beauty product and owning a spa and at the same time being an real estate manager, which is beautiful. But the first question I want to ask before we start going deeper into your story, the funding and all of that, what how would I know I need to go for a spa session? What is that thing I need to see or feel or do that make me believe, okay, Blossom, now you need a spa section? What's that thing? How should I feel? What's the point?
Okay. Thank you for that question because I don't think a lot of people know they need like a spa session. Most times it comes like a gift, or sometimes it's just people who just really love to put themselves out there for their mindset. Like going to the spa is a self care thing. You have to love yourself enough to want to take care of yourself. Can you hear me?
You should move a little bit backward from your camera because it's getting blurry a little bit. Yeah, great, cool.
Okay,
So go ahead. We can hear
better.
you.
Okay. So I was saying that going to the spa is a self-care thing. You have to want to take care of yourself for you to come out to like just take your time to go give yourself a treat. Now, it depends on what you want at the spa. So there are like facials, pedicures. I mean, I understand a lot of people haven't had pedicure before, like at all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Just
okay.
keep talking. I can hear you. I enjoy what you're saying.
Oh, okay. So it's just like you want to go get one thing done, and then you see like, oh, there are other things I could do for myself, like getting a facials, getting a manicure done, like getting a head massage. Some people don't even know there's something called a head massage. They always want to go for the full body massage, but mainly the most important place is your head because the head is always stressed. Lots of thinking, lots of noise, lots of everything, anxiety. So I think if you get that from time to time, you realize how like less stressed and less when I say angry you'll be, because the spa has to be a safe space, and whoever is administering whatever type of service has to be someone that you're comfortable with. The country doesn't make it easy for us, so the spa is like a relaxation place. You need to go there from time to time depending on how well you can visit. It's not just a place you can just go in and out. But I'm pretty sure there are like very affordable services at the spa that people can afford, like very affordable.
What range are you talking about? Because very affordable differs a lot.
Of course, very affordable. If it isn't affordable, then it's probably not the type of service you should be getting. But when I say affordable, if you can go for something like a pedicure and it was really good, you'd be like, this is a very good investment. I mean, a pedicure could last as high as 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how well you care for your feet. And then you go for a head massage, and eventually you stop looking at how much it is being priced because you're getting value for what you're going for. A lot of my clients will tell you, oh, I really, really enjoyed my service. And even if you move, they would always want you in particular to run their service because they realize that it brings them a lot of clarity and peace. And that is what a lot of people want when they go for spa sessions. They want peace, they want clarity, they want calmness. They just want to release all that stress and then be on their way home or work, whichever.
My co-host is gonna ask some questions because she's itching to ask you.
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
Patricia.
Hi, Chika. It's nice to have you this morning. Okay, so my question is on the skincare thing.
Hello.
Okay, like I know you have
Thank you.
skincare products. A lot of women
Okay.
complain of the darkness on their ankle, their fingers, their nails, and all that. What do you think is the cause, and how do you think we could avoid having that?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. So I understand that growing up, we are exposed to different products from the ones our parents could afford for us. But as you get older, if you're someone who really like is observant, you would understand that there are some certain products that are not good for your skin. I don't want to call out any brand or trash any product, but there are some creams that cannot be good for your skin. They will truly leave dents like hyperpigmentation or something like a sunburn or like a scar. Now, the type of product you apply to your skin will also affect how the healing process of your skin will be like if you have an injury or if you just get exposed to certain like environments, the sun or maybe something really harsh, maybe a fire, anything at all. But it's important that if you want to pick a product, you pick a product based on what your dermatologist recommends, or just observe your skin. When you get a product from the market and you see that you're reacting to having dark knuckles, I mean, a lot of people have dark knuckles naturally, but if you just see a part of yourself is getting too bright, or is getting dark, or you're experiencing vein lines, or you're just experiencing something that is unusual, the best thing for you is to discontinue the use. And it's always there on the product. if you notice any form of reaction or something, discontinue it. But Nigerians will be like, I bought this phone with so much money, or I spent a lot, I have to use it. They just use it without thinking about themselves first. I understand this because I bought fake products, and immediately I use them, I see the reaction, I discontinue it because I know it will be harmful to me long run. And for you to be able to chase those issues on your skin, it might be hard. Skin takes time to heal and to reveal the result that you are aiming for. You can't do the fast effect and expect that you look as good as someone who has played the long term role in your skin. So I'll just say those things are a result of really harmful products that they've applied, and it has just left a permanent scar on them. So the only way they can clear them out is to use really effective and good treatment, or probably go for a peel. And they will say that it will go back to being normal, but it will take time. And those treatments are not cheap as they're not cheap. They're quite expensive because I mean you already did like a lot of harm, so it has to go through a process to heal. I hope I'm making sense.
Massage. I heard you say, massaging the head relaxes you. But I also know we have various types of massage. We have the tissue massage. We have, various types of massage. What kind of massage relaxes you? And what's tissue massage? I've heard people saying, "Oh, I'm going for tissue massage." What does that really do for us as humans?
So we have different types of massages. We have the Swedish massage. It's known as a relaxation massage. So if you're someone who probably like you have problem with your sitting position at work, it strains your back, your neck, because eventually people don't know they need a massage until they go for one. So I would prefer you go for something like a Swedish massage, which is a relaxation massage. It is a full body massage where your head to your toe is being massaged, and I don't mean like in a very deep manner. I mean in a very soft with good massaging movements, just to enable you to relax. And the only way you can relax is if you feel like you're safe around that place. Some people actually sleep off during massages because of how stressed they are and how relaxing the massage can be. But if you feel like there are other things in your body that is stressed out, some people would have back pains, waist pain. They go for deep tissue massage. So deep tissue massage emphasizes on particular parts in your body that is being stressed and needs more pressure. Let me put it that way, more pressure. So when you go for deep tissue massages, you realize that the massaging movement and the depth is different because you need to put in more pressure to relieve you of that pain that you are feeling so that you feel a little bit relieved when you get up. And there are techniques to it. There could be some stretching, it could be some, pounding and some just needling properly so that you feel relieved and better by the time you go home. And after a massage, you'll clearly have a good night's sleep. So it's very essential.
Anyway, Blossom.
Okay, all right. So we're going to go for a break, and after the break, we'll be going for a tip. We still have Chika here with us. So Chika, you're still with us. Just want to go for a short break, and we'll come back, of course, to ask more questions as regards what you do, and of course, giving us some few tips on how to stay pretty as a woman. So let's quickly go for a break, and after the break, we'll take a beauty tip. Now that beauty tip is for everyone. So yes, stay with us. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Can we have Chika back on the screen? Thank you. Okay, Chika, just a
Yes.
few questions, then we'll let you go. Thank you for sticking by. Okay, so let's ask more on beauty. Now, for you talked about manicure and pedicure, right? A lot of people have never ever done that before, and some people don't even see the importance. In fact, I think it's as bad as some people don't even know that there's anything like that. So, can you just tell us the essence of making sure that at least for a woman, you should be able to you should be able to do your pedicures and manicures at some certain time. And of course, you tell us the duration when you should always go back and have that self-care.
Okay, thank you. So I would say it's very important. Like I said, your look speaks volume for you anywhere you are. It doesn't matter the kind of job you're doing, whether you are a baker, a teacher, anything you're doing, your appearance really matters. It's the first thing someone says about you, so it says a lot about you. If you find it difficult to be able to afford a pedicure or manicure session, it's important that you can do it yourself. A lot of what I'm into, I was able to do it on my own by myself as a DIY before I eventually decided, oh, I need to go full time into this because a lot of people don't know how to do it for themselves. So being able to do it for them and making them feel good about themselves, because there's no way you get a pedicure or manicure that you won't feel good. You just take a look at those nails and hands, your feet, and you're like, oh, this looks good. And a lot of people don't understand that pedicure actually cures a lot of things because we do a lot of working with our feet, and pedicure helps your feet not to smell. It helps with the cracked foot. It helps with fungal infection. It helps with keeping your nails trimmed and looking good. A lot of people have developed different types of issues due to lack of pedicure. I've handled quite a few pedicure clients, and I can tell you that their feet is just restoring back to a normal physical state that can be looked at. Number of times it could be the smell, it could be the nails. The nails are too grown, too hard, and they just look really discolored. And then a lot of people just have fungal infection, which means that in between their feet, due to lack of being dried properly, have started having an open wound. I would use an open wound to describe it, and is already having a lot of bad smell. So we really need to start taking care of the feet because they go through a lot for us, and the maintenance is proper. Even if it's once in a month, you get a pedicure, a full pedicure. It's necessary. I mean, a lot of people think those abokis on the road that do the little cuts for them on their feet is pedicure. Trust me, that's not pedicure. Pedicure includes a lot. It literally is a lot of self-care for your feet. After pedicure, I have a lot of clients telling me, I'm not going to use this leg anywhere. I'm just going to pamper it because of how good it makes them feel. So if you eventually try it, I mean, everybody have different ways and experiences about pedicure. A lot of people have been caught during pedicure. A lot of people had bad experiences with pedicure, but I can tell you that pedicure is something that is very essential. It leaves you feeling good. It makes you understand that all part of my body is important. My legs. It's just very necessary, not just for women but also for men. But it's very important for women because it's not going to be nice as a woman that your feet will be looked at and it's just in a bad state. Your feet is also part of your beauty aspect. Your feet is supposed to make you feel sexy, feel good as a human being. You shouldn't have to hide your feet if you're not in a shoe or something. You should be confident and your feet make you feel confident. And going in and out of the spa has to do with self-care. It doesn't have to do with how much you make or how much money you earn. Some people earn so much, yet they don't even consider taking care of themselves at all. So it depends on you, and I know that you will always find an affordable person around your area, around your vicinity to offer you these services. I mean, pedicure is really affordable. I don't think there's anyone who cannot afford pedicure. So I think that's it. It all depends on you and how much you love yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. I love what you said, but while you were talking, I remember that growing up then there's this stone, I don't know what to call that stone, that has a lot of holes in it where some persons just believe once I just take that stone and wash and brush the sole of my feet. You remember the stone, right? Yeah. That
Yes,
stone, a
yes,
lot of
I
people
do.
just believe that once they have that stone they soak their legs, their feet into a warm water, put in, I don't know, whatever they want to put in, maybe their bar soap or liquid soap. They put it there for a while and they take that thing and scrub the sole of their feet themselves, and they are like, voila, I just finished a pedicure. Do you think that also passes for pedicure, or they should do a proper proper pedicure?
Okay. So I mean, it still helps. It still helps, but it's not a proper pedicure. So a proper pedicure is going to take off dead skin. from your feet. We have lots of dead skin on the feet, just the same way the body sheds off dead skin and replenishes with brand new looking skin. The feet has a lot of dead skin, especially for someone who has never had a pedicure. You'll be surprised the amount of dead skin that would fall off. Then for someone who gets a pedicure regularly, she can just stick to using the stone. Whenever she wants to take a bath, she can use it to scrub her leg and feet properly. But it's just essential you get it once in a month. But if you're a clean person who, do a weekly maintenance, and people who actually have like maintenance policy for their beauty purposes. So if you're someone who is very consistent with that, you don't need it every time. You just need it like once in 2 months, once in 3 months, because you are good. You're doing the normal thing. There are lots of people who don't expose their feet to the bare ground. When I mean the bare ground, even when they're indoors, they're always wearing flops and something just to cover their feet. So they have really good soft feet, and their feet looks very presentable and in a good state. And then there's some people whose feet are really hard, and not just hard, they have a smell to it, and they probably have to get pedicure from time to time to be able to get their feet looking like how feet is supposed to be. It's not your fault your feet is looking that way. A lot of people are not aware about this stuff. You feel like it's just normal, and then you see people say, oh, your hands are really soft, don't you do anything with your hands? They're soft because I do the monthly maintenance. I work really hard with these hands, but it's just what you do to take care of yourself. So even if you're going through life, you're going through a lot, you won't look like it. You just look really good.
The dead skin you talked about.
Okay.
I've heard people say it's not right to, when you go for some pedicures, some class of pedicures uses the razor blade to bring down the skin. While you go for the high class pedicure, they have whatever equipment they use to bring down the skin. I have heard people say it's really not nice to bring out those skins. I don't know. I'm not in that field. That's why I'm asking you. And then secondly, I found out that some people, they always change their toe fingers. It pulls off naturally on their own. Do you think it's a health issue or it has to do with the pedicure thing?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Well, the thing is, with different spas and different individuals who run the services, it's not always the same. So we don't use a blade, though we have a tool that has to do with a pedicure blade. Now, a pedicure blade is different from a regular blade. It's not the same. Now, for you to be able to give a very good pedicure service to someone who has probably never had their pedicure done before, you would need to take off dead skin cells. If you decide to use just the minimal tools, it will not do a very thorough and good job. Now, these tools are specifically for some feet that needs it. And the feet can also come with different issues. Now, people have different issues for their feet. There are some feet that have some underlying, what I call it, bacteria issue that it would need to go to a podiatrist for. A podiatrist is someone who does medical treatment on the feet. So some people tend to have lifted nails, overgrown. The overgrown nails are the ones that has to be surgically removed, and that's your toenails growing into your skin. Now, if a pedicure can actually do that, like take out the overgrown nails, but if it keeps growing over time, you need to get it surgically removed. So there are just some procedures that needs more medical advanced tools than others. And the whole pedicure thing, pedicure comes in different types. There is the basic, there is the classic, there's one that has to do with, just spoiling your feet with fruits, different kind of nice and fragrance and all that. And I don't know. I don't think a razor blade is a proper tool. The pedicure blade we use is a disposable one, and all the tools used are always sterilized and cleaned after. So if you're going to somewhere where they're not bringing all these tools from a sterilizer machine and they're not doing the proper maintenance in order to clean your feet, because pedicure is a very sensitive service. It has to do with feet, and You have to be well organized and protected in order to do it. You can't just be doing it with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. I don't remember your other question. Please, can you repeat it?
Some people's toenails just pulls off, on its own. So I'm asking, is it a medical issue or it's a pedicure thing?
Some people feel pulling off is, I don't think it's a normal thing. So one of the reasons why your nails will pull off is if you get your nails done with a nail tech. So acrylic nails always get damaged the normal toenails. I don't know. I've experienced it and it's not a good sight to see. Once your toenails have been pulled off, it needs to take time to heal and grow a fresh nail. Now, I think what you mean is the one that naturally pulls off should be if the nail is dead. Now, when I say dead, I mean, a lot of times when we ladies work, we can sometimes hit a stone or hit something. So once there has been like a blood clot around our nail, that nail is dead. So most times there is an underlying growing nail under that nail, and eventually it just naturally falls off because a new nail has been produced. So it's not going to be there anymore. Some people notice, some don't, but I'm very much aware that if your nail falls off, it is not a natural thing. That nail is dead, and another nail was just growing underneath it, but you didn't notice it. So I think that's it.
Ask more questions, but our time is already fast spent. So I would just like to say our goodbyes. It's been fun, it's been interesting, and trust me, it's been very educating. I must add that. Thank you so much, Chika, for joining us on the program. Chika Godwin, as you all know, from all indications, she's speaking. She is a CEO of a spa, and of course, she's an entrepreneur. At the same time, she's also into real estate. So this is us saying from Galaxy TV. Thank you so much, Godwin Chika, for being part of this show. We really do appreciate you and we enjoyed your section. All right. Okay, so that will be some other time again with Chika. Hopefully you'll be able to dive into different aspects of beauty. Well, I wanted to take the last tip, but time is already far gone. So Patricia, let's go for the next show.
Ooh, it's time to go for the buzz. So Blossom and I will be with you for the buzz by 12 p.m. Yes, 12 p.m. We'll be there.
Yes.